Lynley sent me some flowers to my office here at the house. That was very sweet.
And we are the dreamers of dreams.
Living life, spinning like a merry-go-round. Traveling all around the world, you know we get around. Good vibes only. You know it's the one and only Justin Bravo. Yeah, that's my number one homie. Subscribe. Come on.
So, one of the questions and comments I always get is, again, about working for yourself, about being an entrepreneur, and how being your own boss, and how amazing it is. Do you have more control of your schedule? Yes and no. The problem is, yes, you have control of your schedule, but because you have control of your schedule, if work needs to be done, you have to schedule yourself to do the work. Whether that be a Friday, a Saturday or Sunday, or at midnight or 2 a.m., you gotta get it done. And you're sort of a slave to that. Another situation that you deal with constantly is interruptions. The workflow of your day can be challenging at the house as much as at the office. In fact, let me show you why. Your work cycle is very similar to your sleep cycle. So your sleep cycle starts here. That's you falling asleep. Then you go through a couple variations of different stages of REM and deep sleep and stuff like that, to ultimately you wake up in the morning feeling amazing after 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep. And your work cycle is the same way. You start here, and ideally you go through your initial warming up phase. You get into a little bit of a zone, and then you really get in the zone where work is really happening, where you're really turning out the money ideas and the money creative that's happening right here and here at that edge of the cycle. Work doesn't flow 30 seconds in. It usually takes a little bit to get into the actual work cycle. And just like sleep, if you interrupt that, you have to start over from the beginning. So, if you sleep and you're 10, 12 minutes into sleep and you get interrupted and you wake back up, then you have to go back to sleep for 12 minutes, wake back up, go back to sleep, you'll never ever hit any of the cycles that you need to. And even if you got 8 hours of sleep, you'll feel like crap the next morning. And work is the same way. If you get interrupted every 15 minutes, whether it be phone calls or emails or whatever it is, meetings, it interrupts your work cycle, and all of a sudden, you have to start over. So someone comes in your office and says, "Hey John, can I have 2 minutes of your time?" Sure, no problem. You've only been working for 10 minutes. He's taking this 2 minutes, and maybe it is only 2 minutes, usually it's not, but if it's only 2 minutes, the second he leaves, you've got to get back in the zone again. And that can take another 10, 15 minutes to get back in your zone. And if you constantly have interruptions and you're constantly getting in that, you're never getting in the zone. And then all of a sudden, at the end of an 8-hour day, you look back at it and say, I really didn't get any work done today. Distractions have to go away. They have to disappear. It's the only way. I'm doing everything I can to try to have an area in their day where I can carve out 3 hours. And I think that that's important. If you can do that, whether it be at your office or if you work from home, but figuring out what you can do to have a fortress of solitude and make sure that it's distraction free as possible and try to get that 2 to 3 hours. Because if you try to just hammer it here, just like if you were trying to wake up every 10, 15 minutes, you'll not get any done and you'll feel like hell the next day. And with work, you'll wake up the next day and no progress is done. Lynley sent me some flowers to my office here at the house. That was very sweet. How cool is that? I'll say the one thing that Lynley is amazing at, and that I really don't question in any way is how much she thinks about me and how much she cares about me. I wasn't having a bad day so far. Like, everything was going really well. It was a little hectic with the kids and kind of getting everything going, but certainly when you're not expecting a text or expecting a call or flowers or whatever it is, and to get it, man, it just really makes your whole day. And it made my day. I think it's so cool. I cannot wait till she gets home so I can tell her how much it meant to me and how special I thought it was. And not just that. It's a coffee mug. Look at this. Talk about be happy. That's amazing. I love the flowers, but I cannot wait for them to wither away a little bit so I can try out my new coffee mug. Is that wrong? I love the flowers, I do, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna take a few minutes, I'm gonna figure something out, and I wanna show her that no matter all the chaos and the nonsense and just storms that are going on, that she will always be the center of my universe. Those are really nice.